Unbelievable moments at World Athletics Champs. Sydney McLaughlin's epic 400m qualifier and Faith Kipyegon's historic 1500m win. The World Athletics Championships are more than just a competition. They are a living canvas of human ambition, heartbreak, glory, and the eternal chase for greatness. Day after day, the stadium becomes a crucible where champions are forged and legacies are cemented. But even in the endless stream of unforgettable moments, some days stand out as truly unbelievable. This year, Day 4 was one of those days. The night when Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone lit up the track in her 400m qualifier, leaving fans breathless with both her speed and composure. And the night when Faith Kipyegon claimed her historic fourth 1500m crown, proving yet again why she is the undisputed queen of middle-distance running. Two women, two unforgettable performances. One night etched forever into the annals of sport. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, the epic qualifier that stole the show. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone's story has always been written in superlatives. World record holder in the 400-meter hurdles. Olympic champion. World champion. Still in her early 20s, she has already done what most athletes can only dream of. And yet, she is not content. Her decision to step away from the hurdles this season to focus on the flat 400m was met with curiosity, excitement, and skepticism in equal measure. Could she dominate without the barriers? Could she translate her unmatched stride pattern and rhythm to the unforgiving grind of the one-lap sprint? The build-up. Fans knew the semifinals would be telling. Sydney had cruised through the earlier rounds with trademark calmness, conserving energy yet making a statement. Every stride seemed smoother than her rivals, every acceleration more effortless. When the lane draws were announced, murmurs spread through the stadium. This was her chance to show the world what was coming in the final. The race. The silence before the gun is always the loudest. Sydney crouched into her blocks, her face serene, as if she were preparing for meditation rather than the most important race of her season. The gun fired. Like a spark in the dark, Sydney shot out of the blocks. Her acceleration was crisp, not frantic. She floated into her rhythm by the backstretch, her strides long, graceful, almost deceivingly easy. By the 200m mark, the crowd could already sense something special. Her competitors were grimacing, their form tightening under pressure. Sydney, on the other hand, was gliding. With 100m left, she began to shift gears. The stadium erupted as she surged ahead, creating a gap that looked almost unfair. She crossed the line first, arms relaxed, expression calm, and yet her time was stunning, fast enough to win finals in many championships past. And the most unbelievable part, she looked like she still had more left to give. This was not just a qualifier. This was a statement, a promise that the final would not be a contest, but a showcase. Faith Kipyegon, the queen, extends her reign. If Sydney's performance was the spark of a new fire, Faith Kipyegon's 1500m win was the steady blaze of a flame that refuses to go out. Faith Kipyegon is not just the greatest 1500m runner of her generation. She is, by every measure, the greatest of all time in the event. Two-time Olympic champion, multiple world records. And now, on day 4 of the championships, she stood on the brink of securing a fourth 1,500-meter world title. The context of greatness. Faith has faced them all. The fearless youngsters from Ethiopia, the tactical veterans from Britain, the ambitious pretenders from across the globe. Time and again, she has answered every challenge with elegance and steel. Yet, in athletics, there are no guarantees. Every race is a new battle. Every final is a new test. The stadium buzzed with expectation. Could she do it again? Could she extend her reign over a distance that is as unforgiving as it is thrilling? The race. The opening laps were cautious. Athletes jostled for position, eyes darting nervously, knowing the danger that lurked in the form of the Kenyan maestro. Faith stayed tucked in the pack, conserving, watching, almost invisible. But then the bell rang. With 400m to go, Faith shifted gears. Suddenly, the invisible queen was unmistakable. She glided to the front, her stride long and commanding. Rivals tried to follow, but her rhythm was untouchable. Down the backstretch, the crowd was already on its feet. Her face remained calm, but her legs were writing history. She widened the gap with every stride. By the final 100m, the question was not whether she would win, but by how much. She crossed the line, arms lifted, a smile spreading across her face. For world titles. An unprecedented feat. The stadium erupted, Kenyan flags waving in every corner. Faith had not just won another race. She had extended her reign into the realm of immortality. The beauty of contrast. The magic of day 4 lay in the contrast between the two performances. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, a rising storm, the embodiment of athletic evolution. Her 400-meter semifinal was less a race and more a preview of the dominance she is about to unleash. Her story is about promise, potential, and the future. Faith Kipyegon, the eternal queen, the embodiment of consistency and legacy. Her fourth 1,500-meter title was not just another win. It was a continuation of a dynasty. Her story is about longevity, grace, and the present etched into history. Together, they created a night where fans didn't just watch races. They witnessed the poetry of sport. Global ripples. The impact of their performances traveled far beyond the stadium. In the United States, Sydney's semifinal sent shockwaves. Analysts debated whether she could break the world record. Fans hailed her as the next 400m icon, and young sprinters found a new hero to emulate. She is no longer just the queen of the hurdles. She is becoming the face of the flat sprints too. In Kenya, Faith's victory was a national celebration. From Eldoret to Nairobi, communities erupted in song and dance. For Kenyans, Faith is more than an athlete. She is a cultural symbol, a beacon of hope, and proof that Kenyan distance running remains unmatched. Across the world, track and field fans celebrated the duality of greatness. Two women, from two continents, excelling in two different events, yet united in their pursuit of perfection. Legacy and what comes next. For Sydney, the final awaits. If her semifinal was any indication, Sydney is ready to redefine the 400m. A gold medal would cement her as a dual-discipline legend, and whispers of her chasing the long-standing 400-meter world record will only grow louder. For Faith, Faith's fourth title has already placed her in the pantheon of legends. But she is not done yet. She could target a fifth, or perhaps shift her focus to mentoring the next generation of Kenyan stars. Either way, her place in history is secure. Why this day was unbelievable. Athletics is full of great performances, but some moments transcend. Day 4 of these championships gave us two such moments. The sight of Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone gliding effortlessly into the final, making the impossible look routine. The image of Faith Kipyegon lifting her arms in triumph, securing her fourth 1,500m crown. It was the night where the future and the present collided, where anticipation and celebration danced together. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.